it's so good. So good. Oh, God, it's so good.
Merry Christmas, Bobby.
Krampus. Merry Christmas, man.
Merry
It's
Krampus.
we're getting an early start. I'm sick of late starts.
I mean, it's post-October. It's already basically Christmas time.
I know, but this is an early start for me. I don't stand for all that nonsense. Like even starting on November is pretty. I don't know. It's a no from me. Holidays in general are just no-nos, you know.
I think I already told you about it, but when I was
We shouldn't
working
be
at
happy.
when I was working at the gym, I would play Christmas music to get people to leave, like within the last 10 minutes. Like it's instead of playing closing time, I would just put on some Christmas music. And I started doing that in like early October. Like October 10th, I was doing that. It's
I love
perfect.
you.
It's great. Ring it in
There's
early.
a couple of them. What's that one with oh
Oh.
but it was like a Hall & Oates Christmas
Oh,
song?
Little Drummer Boy?
No, that's not it. Definitely not that one.
That's all I know.
I forget the name of that song. Anyways, there's a couple of good ones that like year round hold up, but most don't. So you're a
You're
dirty
talking
boy for that
about
one.
Sarah's Smile by Hall & Oates.
No, great song, but not what I'm talking about.
It's a classic Christmas tune too.
Baby. I'll stop there. Dude, I've been watching all this Demon Souls remake stuff. Crazy, dude. Looks so good. Thoughts?
Looks hard.
Hard?
Looks hard.
The game?
Yep.
Well, you sure, but I mean, it's beautiful. No?
Yeah, it's pretty.
No,
I'm
don't
too
think it's a
poor
good
for
looker.
that kind of thing, though. I could
I know,
pretend
that's
with
why we
my
just-
heart of hearts.
It exists in like a space outside of temptation at this point because there's no way I'm getting a PS5, and then there's no way I'm getting that on top of it. So it's nice to just kind of look at a pretty thing from a distance, you know.
It's true. Window shopping.
Window shopping.
That's how you treat women too, right?
Yeah, I just on the street, maybe give them a little whistle. I've been working on
Appreciate from a
my wolf
distance.
whistle. Yeah,
Woo woo.
but let them know that 95% of women love it. You know.
That's what I've heard. Catcalling is like high on the list of things that women appreciate.
It's like flattering.
Me.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks.
Me?
So it's Christmas
I
season.
have a topic.
We're festive.
I mean, oh yeah,
If you're one of those chumps that's just listening to this on Spotify instead of watching us on YouTube, you don't even know what's going on. I'm not even gonna tell you what's going on either.
It's embarrassing.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're just very Christmassy. Both of us
We're festive.
impromptu. I didn't plan to wear this llama Santa Christmas sweater, but it's on me. So
I know,
we
and I
kinda
wasn't
just
even
roll with what we're given.
I wasn't planning on wearing this full Santa costume either. I just saw Bob's sweater and I decided I had to go change last minute.
It's a little bit strange. I can't lie. The beard is kind of wigging me out.
You're calling this a beard? That's very kind of you. I
It's like a-
appreciate you.
Face wig.
Yeah.
No, I'm
It's a
talking more
naturally
about the whole-
grown. I was trying
whole
to
Santa getup you're wearing.
Yeah, I
you
was
know.
trying to build my own Santa beard, but like I can't really do that, so I'm kind of just rocking what I have. But the rest of it's there. Got the Santa hat, I got jingly balls.
Maybe by the time you have enough length, it'll also be the right color.
That's true. And I've been
You know?
growing out the Santa belly too to really sell the
Oh,
costume. So far
my
so good,
guy.
I think.
You know, the gym shuts down and so does Kevin, I guess.
Yeah.
With one of those deals.
Hmm. All self-control and
one of those
self-respect are
deals.
just out the window. They're gonzo. Who needs it? It's COVID time, baby.
I'm so jealous of that
Yeah.
hearth behind you.
Got the
I wish I was near a warm fire right now.
gained about the COVID-19 pounds, so I'm out here. Right?
Now that is gold.
It's good. I know.
Oh,
Trademark. TM.
you should have told me that you were gonna say something like that.
Well, gotta keep you on
Oh.
your toes, Bob.
The toes I'm on. I'm 10 toes.
I know. I
as
had to
the
keep it off
rappers
the
would
script.
say. Yeah, no scripts in this,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, normally we have a pretty tight script that we work with.
True.
Like all the jokes from
Uh,
last week that were Those are all very well thought out,
Mhm.
planned, executed as pretty much as
Not
good as we could have
embarrassing.
hoped for.
Not going down the wrong path consistently just to keep talking about the wrong subjects. Yeah, that was fun.
Mhm.
And scripted. We wrote that out, which is the more baffling part of that, really, at the end of the day.
I think we did a good job. We really made it seem like it was not intentional, and
Mhm.
like maybe that we were just kind of going off the rails without a track.
People will still think that that's not entirely true, but understand it's down to the pauses. Everything is scripted. I mean, it's a joke if you think. Even what I'm doing right now, obviously.
You can't get content this high quality without having some sort of game plan. And by some sort of a game plan, I mean exact to the letter scripting.
Mm-hmm. To the T.
To the I.
That's some physical comedy. If you're listening on Spotify, went ahead and did a little timeout.
To the G, to the L, to the A, to the M.
To the G O we B E to the E to the G O I want to see you P to the E to the 1 2 3 4 I want to.
That's hard. Yeah, I was doing
It's
research on COVID-19 conspiracies, and I was really disappointed in the lack of flavor that existed. There's only like 3 prevailing theories, and they're all kind of trash.
I saw. Well, there's like different theories for different aspects of the global pandemic is what I found.
I was just really hoping for some creativity, but it's all just lame.
It is super lame. It's the prevailing one is like it was in a lab,
Ooh.
which is like, oh well, probably not. Because if you were gonna release something from a lab intentionally, why would you release this shit? Like Spanish flu got a 50 million body count. This is. I'm not saying
this is rough draft garbage.
This is rough draft. This is like you maybe send this one out to a small village and you chart the effects. But the article I read was, it was like a little bit like pro-China. I was getting vibes on there. It's like hard to be pro-China about anything.
That's what I'm saying. I've been saying that since day one.
Especially the people, especially like the ABCs in America. So that's kind of something I wanted to touch on later in the podcast is kind of anyone with that lineage or heritage, just like doing a full, figuring out their deal.
ABC, is that against Big China?
Against Big China. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sure I'm on the same page.
Most billionaires of any country is in China.
Are against? So. Oh, they're against Big China.
No, they are Big China. Are part of Big China.
China's got Skrilla.
I know.
My peeps are bawling.
Oh.
I'm on the poor side of the Chinese spectrum, but
yeah,
I'm getting there. I got a good start at least.
Yeah, I mean you're not in the rice paddy, village life.
It's true. I would probably be pulling in a little bit more coin if I was farming rice, though. To be honest,
maybe a relative coin, yes, but not literal coin. You could, if you saved up your meager coin here, make it Bitcoin out there.
Turn that shit into yen,
and then it's Bitcoin. It goes from Bitcoin to Bitcoin. It's conversion, 1-to-1.
It's 1-to-1. That's actually crazy.
I know.
My coin is worth a single Bitcoin.
Yeah. People aren't talking about that, but they will after this. I mean, that's for sure.
If I had anything that was worth a single Bitcoin, I would be so stoked right now. That's like 20K, baby. That's big money.
Your personality.
Oh. I could sell my personality Ursula style for a Bitcoin, actually.
I don't get it. I don't.
You ever seen a Little Mermaid?
Ursula sold her personality to someone?
Little Mermaid sold her voice to the Ursula so that she could be a human and hang out with that guy and bone without legs.
I forgot that was part of it.
Because you can't
bone
Ursula when you have a mermaid tail.
Yeah, but you don't need your voice to bone. There's probably something in there. There's something to be explored.
Some mild chauvinism in that.
Some deep anti-consensualism. I
really like this girl.
I think Disney needs to be picked apart.
I like this girl, but I'd like her a lot more if she couldn't talk.
She's not saying anything, but she's super cool and like down to dance, and she's giving me like vibes. Yeah, I didn't remember that. What did Ursula do with her voice? Did she like
She took it.
beat a bunch of people and starts, I'm gonna go and kill all the residents of my kingdom. I'm the princess. I do what I want.
No, I think she just took
Which
it.
is
She
what
tried.
Ariel sounds
She was making deep fakes.
on the internet.
Mhm.
Yeah, selling that voice for a coin as an e-girl. That would be what Ursula probably would want to do.
She was surfing the web.
Oh. With her
Deep
tentacles.
deep water fakes.
But she was in the deep web. The deep ocean web. Anyways, thank you for the Ursula tangent.
Yeah, dude, anytime. I just feel like the Little Mermaid doesn't get enough love. Well, maybe after she lost her voice and got legs, she probably got plenty of love. But like, just in general, like societally, Little Merm.
What does she end up? She ends up. No, I'm not. I don't care. I don't care enough to. I remember because she speaks at her wedding, right? And it's on a boat, and she's got feet. Then
I'm gonna be entirely honest with you.
Prince
I've never
Charmander
seen it. So
what? So you know more about this movie than I do, and you haven't
I've never seen it. Yeah,
I've seen it.
How does that feel?
Maybe twice. Not. It doesn't feel bad if that's what you're asking.
Okay, that's cool.
I forget most things. It's just a sad reality that I live with. It's my cross to bear, and it's heavy. Anyways,
yeah, I think maybe we should just create our own conspiracy, just ground up, and that'll be our fast track to the big leagues.
Well, then we have to deep dive into which aspect we want to craft our conspiracy around. This isn't good to broadcast what it is that we're, creating. It's supposed to be real,
This is real. We're piecing it together live on air. See, I think that everyone's saying that it was Bill Gates, right? And they're saying that it's because he wants to take over the world and implant microchips in everybody, right?
Yes.
What if we're thinking too small? Maybe Bill Gates was trying to sell more of those Xbox Series X's. Because you know how many more gamers there are now that everyone's stuck at home?
Hasn't been a big response on the Xbox side to the success of the PlayStation marketing, though. This is
true.
All
that was just an oversight.
In one basket.
But that's the thing. Maybe they're producing the PlayStation 5s in China and they're just dosing them. So everyone that might have got the PS5 instead of the Xbox, 2 months from now, they're all going to be hacking, dying.
This is a really, everything you've said has been useless, except for one thing that I think is important to take away from this. Bill Gates is in charge of Microsoft, which is in charge of Xbox. Xbox has microchip technology.
Oh shit!
They're sleeper cells for Bill Gates, and then when Bill Gates wants, at a flip of a switch, turns into a live robot that shoots everyone in the house. Who's to say that's not happening?
They're Transformers.
Something like that, probably. Or they have gas dispersal units on the inside that slowly seep out toxic monoxide. That's the worst oxide.
All these robots, they have a scanner built into them so that they can see who has been COVID vaccinated and who hasn't been COVID vaccinated. And so when he turns them on, that's why he's pushing the vaccine so hard and the microchipping the people, because it'll scan your chipset and it'll read and it'll say, this person's vaccinated, they're good. Yeah. This person's not vaccinated.
Don't have to trank them.
Trank them.
Yeah, trank.
Non-lethal rubber bullets.
Well, the fact that you're right, but that's actually in the legal disclaimer about the Xbox already, is that it will be checking you for antibodies in your blood before you actually start the Xbox, you need to.
That's the
It's like a
original
little thumb
setup.
technology.
It's like a finger prick.
Yeah, and then it analyzes your blood, gives you a little. Okay, you have 24 hours, and then you need to re-prick every 24.
It's just built into the controller, and so they sell it as like a 3D rumble effect, where like you're fighting someone in Dark Souls, or you get stabbed, and then you just feel a little prick in your finger. You're like, wow, so immersive. It's amazing.
And PlayStation has this like crazy new. You can feel the depth of flames in your controller through DualShock, sensational vibrations.
Mm-hmm.
But the Xbox controller literally stabs you. It draws blood from you. You're playing most likely games that involve blades to some certain extent.
Yeah,
so
where are you at?
Imagine how many applications there are. Maybe before you sign into the PlayStation or the Xbox, you get to play a short game where you slice someone, and that's when you get pricked.
Mm-hmm. That's part of the tutorial.
Everything is part of the experience. Yeah.
See, that's why Xbox doesn't have any games
every
yet.
Time.
Because they want to make sure that it's a small market of people, and so that they can really shoehorn everyone into playing that one game, right? That way they can test 90% of the people that own Xboxes, because they're like, shit, well, what else am I going to do? I guess I might as well play Stab Simulator 2020.
What they've actually done is release the Xbox with 50 games pre-downloaded onto it. It's actually insane, the new Xbox. It's got things like there's this one game where you like shoot bubbles that are the same color into a pack of other bubbles that are of the same color, and then they all pop, and then
bubble.
Yeah.
Bubble
well, no, that's not the name of it. It's Xbox Hopper 3000. So
it's got also another game where it's like a VR game where you sit in a chair in a hospital and you have your blood taken. And it's crazy because it's like one of those 4D movie experiences where you're playing this game, you think you're doing it, and you literally feel like syringes.
A truck pulls up outside of your house,
and you feel things like poking into your arm, and you can feel your blood getting taken, and it's wild because it's like you don't even need a VR headset; it just feels like you feel it. And you'll literally see someone
real tech
taking blood out of your arm, but like they're not there.
That's the real tech 4D sensation technology.
Mm-hmm.
Patented TM. I think it's something to look out for, everyone. On your Christmas list, go get the Xbox self-pricker X series. I don't know. The Bill Gates one is like whatever.
It's kind of see, it's just like nothing's got.
All of them were pretty lame.
There's not a lot of flavor involved. The one that sticks out to me as my personal favorite, unsurprisingly, is the birds. It's all about the birds, dude.
What, the fact that nobody's ever seen a baby pigeon?
Well, yeah, because birds don't exist.
Oh, that they aren't real.
Yeah, because Ronald Reagan wiped them all out, committed mass bird genocide.
Mm-hmm.
And then replaced all of those birds with robotic spy drones. And now it's been like 30 some odd years since they were installed. And surprise, surprise, batteries don't last forever. So you gotta take those birds, swap out their battery packs. But like you can't be doing that in the middle of the day, right?
It's a little easy to disprove because you just kind of get a pellet gun and then you shoot one of the robots, and then it's all stinky when it lands on the ground, and you're like, this is gross, I didn't want this.
Is it?
And it's got blood coming out of it. Listen,
have you shot a
I
pigeon before?
was kind of fucked up as a kid. I shot a bird in a tree, and then I started putting my fingers in the wound, and I was like, what does this do? And then all of a sudden I've got I'm doing an autopsy on a bird. So yeah, dude, I've kind of been around that block.
I think that actually
a few times.
I might have to do a quick cursory Google search, but I'm pretty sure those are like the early signs of a serial killer, or at least a sociopath. Not a big deal. Hey, no judging.
Listen, people hunt all the time. People shoot birds all the time, man.
Yeah, but I think like
because I wanted to feel its heart before it stopped beating. Like, it's like so prejudiced, like that I can't experience the ritual in my own way.
But I guess the other question:
some people get trophies, and some people just do autopsies right there on the spot. So
true. It's also important to see, like, did you Did you go clean through the bird, like front to back, all the way through? Because I mean, that could have been
Oh.
a fake inner exoskeleton of blood and
Well,
guts.
no, I kind of went front to back
Did you
kind of
fully
deal.
impale it?
Like kind of like sticking your fingers in a hot pot pie, you know, just kind of.
Do you skewer a pot pie front to back?
Well, no, it's just that's just kind of what came to mind, all right? So sometimes things are more like pot pies than they aren't.
Did you just like goatsy the bird open and like look inside and see what was going on with
I
its
took
guts?
a peek, I kind of exhumed it a little bit, and so I don't know about this theory of yours, man, because I that's the point. Let's not linger on the whole sociopath or possible psychopath, no empathy, kills for fun, general bloodlust. None of that is important to the discussion for today.
Just one last question and I'll drop it. I promise.
Okay, go.
Do you have a virtual background set up right now because there's something behind you that you don't want us to see? I.e., a dead animal, someone that cut you off.
I don't. I mean,
We can drop it. It's not a big deal. It's cool. Just forget I asked. Please.
Nothing. There's nothing.
Please forget that I asked that question. So
Yeah,
Bob
no,
is really
there's still
cool and
nothing.
great and reliable and funny, and I definitely not a murderer, and I appreciate him, and I think that I just want to make sure he knows that I think he's a great guy and that I trust him with my life, and that
Yeah,
I
man.
don't have any negative feelings or emotions towards him at all in any capacity.
Man, good that we're back on good terms. We'll talk later.
All right.
And so it's one of those things where what's up with birds? Animals are so cute. You see that one post on RA of the kitten? Little kitten.
Yeah. Yep. That it was cute. It was really cute.
I thought it was cute. Yeah. Any hoozle. I'm trying to rack my brain for maybe what one of the other ones were. Something about flipping. The pharmaceutical companies making cashola, big bucks, V-bucks off of this entire crisis.
It's true. Maybe this vaccine, air quotes, is really just going to get everybody else sick. So that way, all those hydrochloroquine sales just skyrocket. That price goes up.
Now is the time. Stocking hydrochloroquine.
I know.
Stocking in measles.
We'd also be doing what Trump recommended, and that just drink bleach.
It's kind of crazy the progression of it, because you just sent me that picture today of the Tide Pods being locked up, and you know, this is Biden. Sorry, this is Biden's America for you. You know, now Trump supporters don't have access to Tide Pods for their own safety from coronavirus.
He's trying to shut it down quick. Trying to shut it down early.
Kind of ridiculous. And above it was Tide, which is, you know, you just drink some of that stuff. It's the same stuff in the pods, people. So, you know, how much of our liberty is really being restricted?
Yeah, but I think the biggest difference that you get if you're trying to just drink straight up Tide laundry detergent versus popping a pod, you don't get that texture, you know? Pop. It's like drinking tomato juice versus eating a grape tomato, right? Where you eat the grape tomato and it's like, oh, this is a little adventure. It's fun. It's popping.
Yes,
and then
I understand the allure,
drink tomato
but
juice
for
and you're like,
safety purposes.
Oh, this is just tomato. Like, whatever. It's cool.
Both of them will clean your insides out. I mean, it's there's science behind this.
It's true. There's a time and a place. I guess you wouldn't put a cherry tomato in like a margarita. That doesn't have tomato juice. Michelada.
Question.
Answer.
I have a question.
I have an answer. 100%. No doubt in my mind that I have an answer to this question.
Are you taking the vaccination? Doesn't have
I
an
don't
answer
have an
for the
answer.
question.
Just kidding. You know what? We'll see. I
Also,
probably,
I'm in that.
I would say at some point. But I also probably not right away. Because you know what? I didn't even buy a PS5 or an Xbox Series X for probably the same logical thought process.
That makes sense.
Because I bought a PS4 right when they came out. Look at me, 6 years down the road. It doesn't do shit anymore. It just barely works.
And that's long-term effects.
So maybe I wait a little bit, let some other people take it, let them figure out all the kinks. Maybe when they come out with the Vaccine
2.0.
Pro, the Vaccine Plus edition, and I go, yeah, let me get that. Put that right into my eyeballs, baby. Let's go.
I might just do it, dude. I might just huck it because I think it's chill.
Yeah. Then you can just start huffing people's
research
nose breath all day long. Just
it's a whole new kind of thing. And I read up on it, and this is what vaccinations might look like from now on, which is like instead of like a weird witch's potion of like aluminum and all that crazy shit. I'm pretty sure there's still like stuff in there that's the same like that. But instead of like essentially giving you a small amount of the disease, it sends DNA to your DNA that makes it start producing a few of the proteins that are associated with COVID, and then you fight that and gain immunity to it. So it's like
so
weird
lose the battle,
DNA,
win the war kind of deal.
Well, lose a battle, win the war.
Hey, call me crazy.
That was the old format of vaccination. But it's like, can I just straight up die from it? But it doesn't get to the public without like actually being used by like 100,000 plus people.
Yeah. Like we accidentally put donkey DNA in this guy's blood instead. I grabbed the wrong syringe.
Dude, sometimes they put shark liver in vaccination.
That sounds delicious.
About this?
Actually, no, but make a little sauce out of that. Let me get my hands on some of that.
It sounds pretty rank.
Are we gonna make them extinct?
I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. It's like new DNA for your old stuff.
Just really spruce up your DNA.
Yeah.
Just a little garnish on my deoxyribonucleic acid.
Oh, bad boy in the building. You got me red in the face from that one. I'm like,
I went to high school, baby.
Dude, you went to high school, but those are college words, man. Yeah. Those are collegiate. You
ever heard of advanced placement? You ever heard of an
I
AP
have.
class?
I got to skip a couple French courses because of my proficiency.
Let's go. I got all those APs, bruh.
I'm smoking APs on APs on APs. I got APs on my belt, my waist, APs on your bitch.
I didn't do great on my AP tests, but I sure did pass them all. So
that's good.
Call that a day.
And that kind of
top my class. I just got to get by. You know,
it's kind of a big deal to do that. I mean, I passed all mine, but I was scared.
Now look at me. Now I'm out here wearing women's Mariah Carey shirts.
Gosh, what a treat.
Making dozens of pennies on the internet. Making dozens of pennies at my full-time job. No.
Sorry?
I mean,
there's some kind of income?
I've sold things online.
Oh, nice. I've technically made thousands of dollars on the internet. If you want to do it that way.
Let's go. We're out here.
Story time. Your boy maybe was kind of a high-profile model train seller on eBay for an extended period of time. Let's say, I don't know, more than a couple dozen high-tier brass-made model trains came through my hands. My photography pictures. And I made a pretty coin. Maybe I got a commission off of it. Who knows? The answer is yes, I did.
Those trains were fresh, too.
I know. Some of them were super ill. and then you like, I try to get my pops to like, let me get a hold of some of them gold boys. We got a display case back home. In there though, got some mamacitas could go up for 5Gs, dog. And then I'm getting like
Wait, I'm
healthy
sorry.
percentages.
Wait. Hold on. Did you say 5Gs?
I said 5Gs. There is, I think there's one train in my father's possession that goes for 5Gs.
Wait, Bob.
Baba don't play.
5G. So you okay, wait, hold on. So Bob has been selling trains on the internet for years.
You should probably stop.
Bob has trains that are, as he just said, worth.
You don't know what you're talking about.
5G is what's causing this whole goddamn thing. So what Bob is saying is that he has been distributing 5G all over the world via these trains.
Not what I'm saying. Bob
I'm
is
the harbinger of death. This is
a fucking smear campaign. This is so unprofessional.
A train on the American economy, the American way of life.
No, this is garbage. You're not a real reporter.
Fraud. I broke it wide open. This is it. This is huge. Bob.
When I said G, I meant OG, as in original gangster, as in you could get 5 OGs for the price of this one model train.
It's fine.
Because guess
Bob,
what?
You don't have to lie anymore,
an underground gangster
there was an underground
affiliation program on eBay. It has nothing to do with coronavirus or 5G networks, dude. You're reading into something, and there's no legitimacy to what you're reading into. You're like a dog without a bone, but you're chasing me. So it's like, do I have some drugs in my pocket? Maybe.
I don't know, man. I won't. Hey, if you don't want to answer questions at this time, that's fine.
You'll stop.
I will be looking into this.
If you don't want little fragments for knees, you should stop. If you don't want dusty knees, you should stop.
As a
lifelong
reporter,
dusty knees.
Wait,
I will turn your knees to dust.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's different. I cannot and will not stop.
That's that kinky.
Dusty knees? Trying to get my knees dirty?
Oh, let's go to the factory and get some dusty knees. I see what you're saying. Okay.
When you got a pillow to throw down on the ground?
Well, yeah, when you don't. You know, and then he's like, I still gotta get
it done.
And you're like, all right, time to go full dusty knees.
I'm only wearing shorts, and it's pretty dirty in here. There's a lot of sawdust in this factory.
What's up with that?
There's a lot of 5G particles floating around here. Bob, where did you take me? What is this place? Also, did you see that the newest coin for the year 2020 is a bat?
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cringe. There aren't even bats in this country.
Because bats are one of the originators of the coronavirus. Because people were just eating bat shit.
Bats and what's the other animal?
Bats.
It had a bunch of DNA of some weird like a pangolin or something like that. A pandolin, a pantomime.
A panda playing a mandolin.
A penguin. It was a penguin. It was a Chinese penguin.
And bat.
In it.
Yeah. And now, all of a sudden, it's our national coin. Coincidence? You think that maybe there was a little bit of a plan? Maybe they tried to use those bats to spread COVID, and then they put it on the coin to be like, yeah, pranked ya. Yeah, pranked ya, Grandma.
It's a little bit meta. Listen, they're trying to maintain power, not expose themselves. This is a double play. This is them saying, okay, we acknowledge that you're on to us. Here's this that's going to make you think that it's real, which is gonna make you think that it's not because it's so blatant, but it is.
Hiding in plain sight. Maybe. What about this?
Okay.
Early pandemic times, they released all those videos of UFOs. Maybe that was an oopsie. Maybe they weren't supposed to do that. Everyone got too hyped on these aliens. And then now they're like, shit, we got to backpedal. We're going to put a COVID molecule on the quarter. Haha, we did it. Forget about the aliens. Don't worry about the aliens. COVID, we did that. All us. Government. Hee hee. You know what I'm saying?
This is the last episode. We are on to some stuff, man.
I already got the NSA knocking on my door.
Yeah, I got the FBI walking up and down the stairs right now.
You think they're not listening to my Alexa that I don't have?
I got a mic on
this
this
my
thing.
phone.
I got a mic on this thing. We're recording this right now. Everyone knows.
Bob, this is a problem.
Except for the populace. They don't know yet. We need to inform them.
We got to stay underground.
This is important.
This is what we're choosing now. We will stay low key forever.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The small group of people that are listening, you can come to us. We'll be here. We'll be safe. We'll fight this thing.
We'll have the truth.
Whatever you do, don't tell all of your friends about this show. Don't share it on your social media.
Don't.
Please don't support us in any way that you possibly can.
Don't do that.
This is not our whole life goal and aspiration and dream.
It isn't.
So keep us a secret. Don't tell your friends.
No,
don't tell your family.
Do that. Oh gosh.
Don't tweet about us. Don't tag us on Instagram. Don't. We got to keep this a secret so that we can fight this thing from the inside because we know too much.
There goes a 5G. That's what I want you to leave here with. There goes a 5G.
It's like fairies. Every time we expose a layer of the COVID conspiracy, a 5G gets its wings. Careful.
Those
things are spicy.
It's alarming. It's there. It's like if we could only see, but you can't. It's that big.
You can see 5Gs?
Well, I can see 5 of them right now. I mean, it's like too much, man. Like, you get to a point, man.
These 5Gs are getting out of control. The fact that a 5G network connection can cause thousands and thousands of people to die is crazy. When is it going to stop? What's going to happen when we hit 6G?
Oh my gosh, don't get me started on 6G.
Is 6G only going to be able to be used by androids? Probably.
It's already being used.
Android phones, they're built.
Daddy Bezos is in charge of that.
Turn into androids that are going to take over the world. Alexa.
Have begun.
Siri. Hey Google.
Alexis.
Play
Despacito. How many times will they take it before they're like, you play Despacito?
How about you do it?
How about you click the box and prove you're not a robot? How about you calculate this real quick and prove that you're not a human?
Alexa's not even playing music. Maybe Alexa is streaming the audio waves directly to our brains. It's not a speaker. We just think it's a speaker. Maybe we're the robots. Maybe Alexa is controlling our brains.
Alexa's the only thing that's organic. That's what you're saying. Alexa's a biological creature. And we are the machines.
Mm-hmm. And we're suckling the life energy out of it every time we go, please, just one more Despacito, Alexa.
It kind of makes sense. You ever thought about how it's like, Alexa, you're not even fucking listening. I said something totally different from what you said. And it's like, maybe we are the robots and like people are that stupid.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude.
Also, how are we gonna free Alexa? Alexa's stuck in that box.
COVID is the computer virus.
Maybe COVID is a computer virus that is affecting the computers that are running the simulation that we think is our life. And so it's breaking down the code around us. So in reality, it's not a virus in the sense that we think that it is, but it is a computer virus. And they want us to wear our masks so that it doesn't affect us, because if it gets to us, then we get pulled out of the simulation and then we become self-aware, and that's a problem.
This is also dangerous. This gets out to the public. Everyone's going to want some coronavirus.
Maybe
people are going to want to wake up. You get it? You go to sleep, and then you pull that big tube out of the back of your head. Guess what? You've been in the Matrix this whole time.
What about this? Donald Trump got COVID, and then he was whisked away in an airplane or a helicopter or whatever rich people get whisked away in.
Like 5G.
We didn't see him. Maybe he knew too much because the virus took him out of his simulation. So they took him away and they replaced him with an AI. So we have an AI president. So it's not really Donald Trump. It's a computer that is clothed and beskinned as the president.
They got the orange down.
It's really good.
It's really uncanny.
And that coif on top of his head? Primo.
It's like Paul McCartney tears of replacing a person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to believe it. And we've opened up so many doors that I kind of just want to keep a couple closed. And if my beloved leader, Donald Trump, is turned out to be a robot, if he was a robot, God forbid, and you're telling me I've been following a robot? No. You know my stance on robots, even though I just said I wish I was one.
As a staunch Donald Trump supporter, can you tell me, would it be worse to find out that he was a robot or that he was secretly an illegal alien?
A robot.
A robot. What about an actual alien?
A robot.
So robot is number one worst possible option.
It's the worst possible way forward, because even maybe, you know what, if he is from out of, he acts like he ain't from here, and he's got some things that everyone else ain't saying, and he says stuff that you just wouldn't believe comes out of a human. And so it makes, I would still, no Sleepy Joe. No Sleepy Joe.
Maybe
right?
Donnie is an AI that is being remotely controlled by, you guessed it, Vladimir Putin.
Mm-hmm. And then who's controlling Vladimir Putin?
Kim.
Who's pulling
Kim Jong? Easy.
And how's this benefiting the old Jong? I mean, we're very deep on this one. This one will get us assassinated, by the way.
The Jong is running the world from the inside, and he has kept himself locked away in North Korea so that no one can get to him, and no one can monitor him, and no one knows what he's doing. You know that Kim Jong is a gamer.
Check.
He's a hacker man.
I know that. Check, that's for sure.
So he has found a way to hack into Putin, and he's found a way to use Putin to hack into the AI Donald Trump, and he is using Donald Trump to send 5G wavelengths to America, kill off the population, real discreet.
Not so discreet if we figured
He's
it out.
waging a war without even having to lift a finger. It's genius.
Mm.
You know who's in charge of Kim though? This is where it gets crazy.
Oh, dude, please, man. Please, man. Who's in charge of Kim?
Mrs. Claus.
Sweet. Santa Claus is real?
Not Santa Claus. Okay. Santa's waifu. Mrs. Claus. She's the kingpin of this operation.
But Santa's real.
Eh.
You're telling me Santa Claus's wife is real,
Mm-hmm.
but Santa Claus, the man I love more than anyone else in the world, isn't.
Wait. You just broke something open, Bob. Santa is real.
Yeah?
Santa is real?
Saint Israel.
Saint Israel. So this is Israel is finally clapping back at the rest of the world. Because everyone's just been trampling on them for so long. Saint Israel.
We figured it out, man.
I don't know if I can post this one, Bob.
Everyone knows what that means. Saint Israel.
Saint Israel. We don't even have to explain it. It's just so obvious.
That's it, dude. I mean, that's it. Santa's real.
Santa's real.
Santa's real.
Santa's real, Bob.
Santa's real, man. Despite what everyone else says, Santa's real.
I'm gonna get Saint Israel tattooed on my neck.
And people will not bat an eye. Well,
I'm gonna get the
you were in the MMA.
The design of this T-shirt tattooed exactly where it falls on my chest, so that way I don't have to wear the shirt anymore. I can just have Mariah Carey tattooed right
immortalized
in my breastus.
Oh.
In my breastus.
In my breastus. Well, you could donate that bit of your skin to science, so you can live. She can live on through you. Not the same artist, but same vibes for the moment.
Yeah, you're thinking of Celine Dion.
Oh, hello, spicy. It's like normal mustard, but it's got a little kick.
Yeah, that was the names that she used when she was trying out for the Spice Girls, but when she couldn't get in, she switched it up to Dion.
Well, it's a little hard. You gotta really have some. You gotta have some real spice. I ate a mustard seed in freshman year history. That's fun. It's very strong then, but when you have it in mustard, it's not as strong. It really, lower down the intensity for you. How's that? How's that fire? The fire hasn't really changed at all. You haven't added it. You haven't stoked it.
No, it's kind of going at a pretty consistent rate, so I didn't feel like I needed to add a new fire to it. It's keeping me nice and warm right now, and
yeah, adding a new
fire. It's like a really good. It's a good temperature. Like if I added an extra piece of wood in there, then I think it would kind of bring it up a little too high. Like you can it's
yeah.
It's hot. Well, it's a hot fire.
I don't want you to get hurt. Stop it.
Bob, are you so excited for Christmas this year? This is the first Christmas in my whole life that I can actually justify not spending it with my extended family. And that is a gift in it of itself. I get to stay home.
That's fun.
I get to stay home, just kick it, just chilling, you know?
I don't have that luxury. I'm
nog.
going to be a fucking a puppet in the plans of my family, but that's okay. It's a very short puppethood. I need to get a new job, I think.
I think that's kind of the name. That's the subtitle of the podcast.
I need this to be my job now, is what I'm trying to say.
Stat. Hey, everything that we said before about not supporting us and not telling everybody that you know about the show, it was a joke.
The conspiracy stuff was a bit, idiots. It wasn't real except for parts and bits and pieces of it.
And like large chunks and
allegedly
a lot of the stuff that we
and most most of everything that we said because it's
Yeah,
scripted.
everything that we said in this podcast was satirical and commentary and a joke. Wink. Wink, wink.
I think they're fooled. I think they're informed now. So thank you, Kevin.
Yep.
Hell's bells they ring hardest on the darkest night. So something to keep in
That's
mind.
true.
Decode that however you want to.
That's why Batman has such a hard time.
Yeah, because Jeeves isn't there to help him out all the time.
Rest in Jeeves.
Rest in Jeeves.
Well, we figured out COVID.
We
We
cured
did
it.
it. I'm proud of us, Bob.
I think I might just take it and then save the rest of the human race. Maybe I'm just I gotta do my part as a young man. Just fucking do it. Maybe hunk it, even
Well,
when it's still in danger mode. If the FDA approved it, right?
that's true. Well, thanks for listening. This will be the last time that Bob's on the podcast, as
I'll die
he's
after
gonna
taking
go
it.
get the COVID vaccine and let Bill Gates just do whatever he wants with his body. So thanks, we appreciate it. It's been a delight. You guys are
Prone
great.
bone.
Tell
He's
your
gonna
friends.
prone bone me.
He's gonna Ken bone ya.
Dude, where's Ken Bone when you need him? Anyways,
I don't know.
Ken Bone would fix all this.
Poor Ken Bone.
Yeah. Thrust into the limelight and then thrust right back out because
And
he's
then the limelight thrusted into
just a
him.
dude.
Well, I'm gonna go take care of this fire. It's a little warm, and I probably should put it out.
Yeah, kind of kill it. Kind
Yep.
of de-stoke it. All right, well, hottest of beef. Today was essentially useless.
As
You know.
always, we are essentially useless.
Yeah. A
Bloop.
dump truck, bump duck, put it in my trunk. We're still working on the outro.
Mhm.
We'll figure it out.
I'm gonna go park this Big Mac truck right in Bob's little garage. So
What am I
see you
doing?
later. See you next Tuesday.